tonight we've all been waiting for. The start of a brand new NBA season. The home crowd is pumped up and ready to go. We might even see the debut of MP in this one.
This for my city, this for the top, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and girls, they know that I love them, I got them all holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, this for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in a... He's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Camara. Stan, two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
And to the sidelines we go. Let's catch you up on the story about MP.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of anticipation for the rookie MP as he makes his NBA debut tonight. I caught up with him before the game and asked if he had any reflections on his journey here, and he said, I had to grow a lot as a player, not just in skills, but in my approach to the game. He told me that it's been a long journey to get here, but that it's just the first step in the best chapter yet.
Well, Allie, I know a lot of people are excited about MP's potential. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
And you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's a dream come true for him to step out onto an NBA court and try to follow those footsteps.
Pass to Pajimski. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Pajimski's got 13.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Henderson, the pass to Avdia. It's not going to go for him. Green with the defensive effort. MP with it. Lets the three fly. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Henderson. Tightly guarded. Pass to Avdia. Now here's Ayton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Defensive foul. MP. First personal foul. Second team.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening. Both teams deciding to change it up.
DeAndre Ayton. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, Ayton is a very skilled player, and he has the physical tools. You just want to see him put it all together consistently.
MP drives in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors ahead. They lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, It spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
We've got Anthony Simons. Williams is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Kamari in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Portland starting the second. With the tip.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now Simons. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. And stolen by Williams. That's good from Grant on the assist from Williams.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
To the paint. Oh, MP with the hammer.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let him hear it. Who wants to...
And the Blazers making a change here. Banton's checked in. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Moody. Simons against Curry. Ayton, a screen on Curry. The drive by Simons. Shoots over Curry. No good. A bit long that time. The Warriors lead by 4. Here's MP. Plenty of space. And that comes off the assist by Green. MP's got 6.
Using his superb court vision, Green is able to routinely find his open teammate.
Pass to Grant. Back to Ben. There's Simons with a 3. On target from range. He has 6.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
There's a screen by Kuminga. Here's MP. And it's Portland with a rebound. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Here's Ben. He's covered by Curry. Kuminga against Williams. Pass to Ben. Curry with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. There's the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton. Avdia comes in for Williams. Rupert, he's checked in for Banton. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for... He's checked in for Grant. MP's checked in for the Warriors. Butler against Avdia. MP outside. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 5. Back to MP. Work in the interior. MP.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Pass to MP. Here's the pick. And here's Butler. Avdia with a steal. Henderson with it, covered by MP. The drive by Henderson. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Yeah, head first down the lane. Henderson wants to throw it down on your head.
Green, a screen. MP, the pass to Green. Here's Kamare, guarded by Peyton. Shoots from the right block. Kamare, no good. Golden State has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Abdia outside. Pass to Klingon. 6 on the shot clock. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Butler against Abdia. Butler passes to MP. Here's Pajemski. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, up by 1. And will return shortly.
34.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, check in for the Warriors. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know.
There's so much energy when Henderson is on the floor.
And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. On the floor for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's MP. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Curry in at the 1.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Green with a screen on Abdia. Goes up from the top of the key. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Again, MP missing. Blazers trail by 11. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Avdia. Butler covering. Here's Kamari. Here's Rupert. He's got 9. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, BA. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level. And one look at Donovan Clingan, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
The Warriors lead by 9. From deep, MP. Again, MP missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
They get the rebound. Grant, left side. And here's Simons outside. The shot that time not on target.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Hield passes to Moody. Now MP. The 3. MP buries the triple.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Simons outside. Sinks the tray. Simons has got 9 points.
And the response, Simons saying right back at you.
MP looking around. The 3 is up. Oh, what a response from MP.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Robert Williams and Freddie Simons out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the jumper from Simons is smooth like butter.
On the wing, MP, covered by Thybulle. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Curry against Simons. Outside Thybulle. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. Thybulle's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to post. Here's MP, covered by Thybulle. It's scooped up. Moody on the wing. Now Curry. Just 4 to shoot. MP with it. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Well, with a guy like Grant, you know he's going to find ways to contribute across the board.
Walker, he's checked in for Thybulle. The Warriors also with a sub. Pajemski's checked in. And so Grant nails them both.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Wing shot on the way. Again, MP missing. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Ayton with a screen. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
perfect energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Got a piece of it. Curry with it. Now guarded by Simons. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Kuminga. And miss after miss right now.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And Grant gets it to go.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And so it's Golden State winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text too?
They do. And you want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? Go ahead and answer. Just remember, everything you say is on the record and has an impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception. Okay?
Makes sense.